FC Barcelona are facing one of their biggest challenges of the season after a crushing 4-0 defeat to Atletico Madrid at the Riyadh Air Metropolitano. But inside the dressing room at FC Barcelona, belief is still alive. Under Hansi Flick, the squad is convinced they can pull off a historic comeback in the Copa del Rey semi-final second leg at Spotify Camp Nou. With stars like Pedri, Raphinha and Marcus Rashford set to return, is a miracle really possible? Meanwhile, huge transfer drama is unfolding. MLS side Chicago Fire FC are going all out to sign Robert Lewandowski, while Saudi clubs are also circling. Could this be Lewandowski's final season in Blaugrana colors? And that's not all. Barcelona are battling Liverpool and Manchester United for RB Leipzig sensation Yan Diomande, with Flick personally pushing for the move. Plus, super agent Jorge Mendes has arrived in Barcelona for crucial talks with Deco that could shape the club's future. This is your full Barcelona comeback update, transfer news and behind-the-scenes drama. Don't miss it. Barcelona locker room strongly believes in a possible comeback versus Atletico Madrid. FC Barcelona have been left with a mountain to climb in their Copa del Rey semi-final tie against Atletico Madrid after the first leg at the Riyadh Air Metropolitano ended in a heavy 4-0 loss. Indeed, the Blaugrana returned with a huge disadvantage heading into the second leg scheduled for March 3rd at the Spotify Camp Nou, with a performance that left manager Hansi Flick far from pleased. Barcelona convinced of mounting a comeback. However, according to Mundo Deportivo, despite the odds being stacked against them, the Barcelona dressing room is convinced that a comeback is possible. The players believe they can overturn the 4-goal deficit inflicted by Atletico Madrid in the first leg. The staff and the squad have gathered reasons to believe in their qualification for the final. Within the club, it is recalled that since the arrival of Flick in 2024, Barça have achieved 12 victories by at least a 4-goal margin, a result that would take the tie to extra time. However, it must be noted that those wins came against opponents of lesser quality than Atletico, including a 7-0 against Valladolid, a 5-0 against Young Boys and this season, a 6-0 against Valencia and a 6-1 against Olympiacos. The most positive aspect is that Flick will be able to count on Pedri, Raphinha and Marcus Rashford for the return leg, after the trio missed the first leg in Madrid due to injuries. Moreover, playing at home works in their favor. In La Liga, they have won all 11 home matches this season, and a total of 14 out of 15, across all competitions. The report further states that Flick has also given the instruction to score 2 goals in the first half and 2 more in the second, and the players believe they are capable of achieving this if they impose intensity from the first moment. The Barcelona players also maintain that there is enough goal-scoring capacity, even though they failed to score in the first leg. After all, the Catalans have scored 99 goals in 37 matches in all competitions this season. MLS club doing everything possible to convince Barcelona veteran over summer move. Robert Lewandowski could be playing his final season in FC Barcelona colors, considering that his contract expires on June 30th. The 37-year-old striker has yet to make a decision on his next destination, with there being no shortage of offers for the veteran superstar. Indeed, as already reported, clubs from Saudi Arabia and the USA, where Chicago Fire in particular, are pushing hard to sign the Poland captain. Chicago Fire going all out. In fact, according to Janusz Michalik, the former United States international ESPN commentator and closely linked to the Chicago Fire franchise, the MLS outfit is making all efforts possible to convince Lewandowski and his family to join them. The club is 100% committed to signing him. They are trying hard to convince him and his wife. Anna knows that she will receive all kinds of support for her professional development in Chicago, he said, as quoted by Sport. Moreover, the former USMNT star seemed to suggest that Saudi Arabia was not a viable option for the 37-year-old striker, saying, "They have already discussed it and I don't think Saudi Arabia is the best place for the Lewandowskis in terms of quality of life." As for the rest of Europe, Robert will not return to Germany, nor would he stay in Spain unless it was with Barcelona. Luis Enrique is opting for a different type of player at PSG, and in England, I'm not convinced that the biggest clubs have a place for him. The only possible destination would be Italy. However, Michalik admitted that Lewandowski and his family would prioritize continuing at Barcelona, with the striker waiting for a contract offer from the Catalans. The first thing to bear in mind is that if FC Barcelona offers Robert a contract for next season, there will be no discussion whatsoever. Chicago Fire is only an option to consider if Robert leaves Barca, he said. The well-known commentator emphasizes the new challenges that MLS can offer a world-class player like Lewandowski. For Robert, it would be like a kind of start to a new career. At 38 he would arrive somewhere where he would be the center of attention, he said. Out of respect for Greg Berhalter I cannot say certain things, but Chicago Fire know how to attract Robert and his wife Anna. For now, Lewandowski has limited himself to asking for a little more time before clarifying his professional future. Michalik, however, warned that the offer from Chicago Fire has an expiry date. I do not know the details of the negotiations, but Chicago plan to build a super club and it is normal that they want to have a plan B ready. It is not even a question of age. If Robert does not work out, they will look for another player who can make it possible. Barcelona rival Liverpool, Manchester United in Yan Diomande race. Hansi Flick pushing for move. Yan Diomande has been linked with a move away from RB Leipzig in recent months, with many European bigwigs keen on signing him. Yan Diomande has been one of the standout performers for RB Leipzig in the Bundesliga, and his impressive displays have not gone unnoticed. European heavyweights like Liverpool and Manchester United are closely monitoring his situation, while Spanish reports claim that reigning La Liga champions FC Barcelona are also tracking his progress. With the winger in excellent form, a move to a bigger stage could be on the horizon. The prospect of playing in either the Premier League or La Liga would naturally appeal to a young talent eager to test himself at the highest level. Manchester United in particular are looking to strengthen their wide options and view Diomande as a player who could add pace, creativity and directness to their attack. A summer move could depend on whether they are prepared to make a serious financial commitment for the Ivory Coast international. Barcelona, meanwhile, are also exploring attacking reinforcements, and Diomande fits the profile of a young, dynamic winger who could inject fresh energy into their front line. The battle for his signature could become one of the most intriguing transfer stories of the upcoming window. Diomande. Barcelona need to freshen up their attacking unit, and it is no surprise that they are looking at 19-year-old Ivorian winger. The Blaugrana are one of the biggest clubs in the world, and the opportunity to join them will be hard to turn down for Diomande. It remains to be seen where he ends up. Hansi Flick is pushing to get the deal done. Super agent arrives in Barcelona ahead of meeting with Deco players. According to Sport, super agent Jorge Mendes, representative of several players in the FC Barcelona squad, landed in the Catalan capital this morning to address various matters concerning the situation of some of his clients. The Portuguese super agent is expected to meet with Barça sporting director Deco in the coming days. Unlike previous visits, this time he is expected to remain in the city longer, as his stays are usually brief and limited to a few hours. Mendes' influence at Barcelona. Over the past few years, Mendes' influence at Barcelona has increased, thanks to his strong relationship with former President Joan Laporta as well as the fact that he represents several players at the club. Indeed, the super agent represents players such as Lamine Yamal, Alejandro Balde and Marc Casado, as well as Ansu Fati, currently on loan at AS Monaco, and young academy talent Gil Fernandes, who is looking at an uncertain future. It is not the first time this season that the Portuguese agent has traveled to Barcelona to review situations, maintaining his particular approach of face-to-face dealings. Mendes continues to prioritize direct contact with his players and, as mentioned earlier, this time his stay in Barcelona will extend beyond a single day, allowing him to hold meetings in a more relaxed manner. The agent favors face-to-face meetings in which he listens, analyses each player's situation and shares his vision for the future. These are brief but productive discussions that enable him to understand firsthand the needs and aspirations of his clients. Mendes has now arrived in Barcelona and will be in for a busy next few days. Barcelona's season could be defined in the next few weeks. Can Hansi Flick inspire a legendary comeback against Atletico Madrid at home? With key players returning and an incredible home record, the dream is still alive. At the same time, the future of Robert Lewandowski hangs in the balance. MLS giants Chicago Fire FC are pushing hard, and the race for Yan Diomande is heating up against Liverpool and Manchester United. With Jorge Mendes in town and major decisions looming, Barcelona's future is being shaped right now. Do you believe in the comeback? Should Lewandowski stay or leave? And is Diomande the right signing for Barca? Comment your thoughts below. Like, subscribe and stay tuned for the latest Barcelona updates every single day.